everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Ravens going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. We saw a blocked field goal return on the game's final play last year. What's in store this time as we're underway from Cleveland? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriots! Detroit! Detroit! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 3rd down, Lynch going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And some space here. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now they try the right side here. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Second down following the run.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Leopard. Leopard.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the comebacker. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quicker.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And tough starting field position here. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Here we go now. Boom, landed. Gone. Watch it. Over. Back out. Philly. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Lynch. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, Lynch. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And now here's a carry heading left.
Whoosh.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go! Green, 39!
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play. Remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Lynch. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bailey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 30. Leopard! Gun!
To throw again. Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. To throw again is Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Lynch. That's out to Hill, right side complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think
and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And the pressure gets to him again. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. Final play of the half, it's Lynch. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now it's Lynch. Over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Lynch. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 9 yards on the play and a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Browns on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku from 8 yards out. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. And with a play clock at 3, we're going to get a timeout called from the sideline as they'll burn the first of their allotted 3. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Lynch. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Ravens on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Lynch now throwing on 3rd. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Now let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock ticking as Lynch hurries his guys to the line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10, it's Lynch again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Ravens, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.